Okay, so we saw how to use Node to read a file on the same machine. Now what we're going to do is we're going to set up a web server called HTTP server and hit that with the browser this time. So last time we just did it in debug in Visual Studio, but this time what we're going to do is we're going to set up the server to listen on port 80, and then we're going to be able to get access to this data file, which is sitting in the same directory that we're going to set the server up. So let's go to, this is the directory. So I'm going to get a command window here. So this would be a node window, say. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to do npm init. So we're stepping through this Boston City data. I'm just going to accept everything here. Okay, and now we're going to do npm install, and we're going to do http server, and I'm going to modify by doing --save. I'm going to modify the package.json file to reflect that it needs http server. Okay, we've got that loaded. Now I can run HTTP server and it'll start listening on port 80. Sorry, port 8080. So here we have the IP address of my machine. Let me copy that. Sorry, I need to copy it using edit and copy. Yeah. Okay, and now I can open a browser. So let me get a browser here, and I'll get let me do a new one. So, and cut it down to size here a little bit. Here we go. So now I'm going to hit localhost. Well, let me hit the machine by name, 8080. So what we see is that it gives us a list of all the files in that directory, in the root directory for the web server. And I actually want to get, so I'm going to specify now that I want to get Boston City, Boston small.json. Okay, and here it is. Here's that data. So that's a second way now we can hit a web server, and if we have the right path, we can get the data. So what I'm going to do is eventually I'm going to replace this path with the path of the Boston City data. So let's go take a look, and if we look at it, download JSON, we'll see here that I actually don't need this download stuff. It's a rows.json, it's a JSON file. So if I pick that up and plonk it in here, we'll get the same data. Yeah, took a little while to get it because this is quite large. This is much bigger than my my small piece of data. But that's why we're going to go through these steps. We're going to do it first on our machine, and once we've got it working on our machine, we're going to move things to AWS, and instead of hitting a local file, we're going to hit the real web server. Okay.